Roo Code racked up 24,000 at 400 GitHub stars and a reputation as the power user's AI coding agent, so I put its 5 biggest claims up against every source I could find. The most surprising part isn't that the 98% cache hit rate has zero vendor documentation behind it, it's that the team shut the whole project down on May 15th, 2026, and said flat out they don't believe IDEs are the future of coding. This is the number that got repeated everywhere. Roo Code supposedly held a 98% cache hit rate through the VS Code extension. I checked the vendor docs, the API pricing pages, and the extension readme. That figure doesn't appear anywhere. It's community reported but unverified. What is confirmed is that prompt caching itself works, with Anthropic, OpenAI, OpenRouter, and Requesty. So the mechanism is real. The 98% headline attached to it is not something anyone can source. Claim falls short. I went through Roo Code's docs, its now archived GitHub repo, pricing pages, and independent write-ups to separate what's confirmed from what's just community chatter. My name is Brian, and I review AI software, so you don't have to. The community consensus was that Roo Code excels with one or two popular languages, and degrades on niche or multi-language projects. No vendor even names which languages it's supposedly strong in. Community sentiment backs the general idea, but without a single measured score, this is directional at best, not something you can build a decision on. Claim falls short, that's a reasonable sounding claim, but there are no SWE bench, human evil, or multi-PLE scores for Roo Code anywhere in the record. Here's where Roo Code actually earns something. Custom agent modes, support for a wide range of model providers, and local deployment through Allama are all confirmed. This is the one area where Roo Code genuinely was the power user's pick. The trade-off is confirmed too. Setup takes real effort, noticeably steeper than something like Klein. This claim delivers. That's the honest cost of all that flexibility. Stick with me because the last 4 tests are where this decision actually flips. This is the one that changes everything. Roo Code shut down on May 15th, 2026. The repo is archived, read-only, final release v3.4.0, no further updates coming. The team's own stated reason: they don't believe IDEs are the future of coding. The 24,400 GitHub stars are real, and they prove there was genuine demand. But a large following didn't stop the shutdown, and it doesn't give existing users a path forward. So long-term viability and support lands as a tie, and the scoreboard barely moves. The README lists code generation from natural language and documentation writing as core features, and that much is confirmed in writing. What's missing is any throughput number behind it. No vendor claimed, no community reported, no independently tested figure exists for how much time it actually saved. One of the biggest problems I run into when using AI agents is turning their output into YouTube content I can actually use to market my product. That's why this video is sponsored by Subscriber, a tool that helps business owners connect their AI agents to YouTube and market their products without spending 10 hours every week creating content. You can connect Claude or ChatGPT directly to Subscriber. It then analyzes your business, website, and YouTube channel to help you create SEO-optimized video ideas, scripts, thumbnails, and even complete videos that actually match your brand. What I like most is that every week, Subscriber gives me a list of high-potential video ideas I can immediately execute, and it can even help edit videos for me, with or without my face, including videos like the one you're watching right now. It's easy to get started, and you can try Subscriber for free using the link in the description below. Now back to the video. Code review pre-screening is even thinner. There's no source data on that capability at all. The feature list is real. The evidence for how well it worked isn't. Claim falls short. Roo Code shines in exactly one place. Configurability. Custom agent modes, broad provider support. Local models through Allama. That's confirmed. And it's the reason power users loved it. Here is where the second pick clearly pulls ahead. If you need a supported, actively maintained coding agent for daily work, Roo Code is not it, and that's not a close call. The shutdown is the deciding factor here, not any single benchmark. A dead project can't get security patches, model updates, or bug fixes, no matter how configurable it once was. If you're a power user who already has Roo Code fully configured and you don't need anything new from it, you can keep running what you've built. That's the only lane left. For everyone else, this is a dead end, and the honest recommendation is to migrate now rather than wait. Here's what nobody selling you on Roo Code ever said out loud. That 98% cache hit rate everyone quoted wasn't in a single piece of vendor documentation. Not the docs, not the pricing page, not the README. It was repeated because it sounded specific, not because anyone could point to where it came from. And that same project, the one people were citing that number for, was gone within months. If you're one of the power users looking for where to go next, the migration path runs through Cline or Continue, and that comparison is exactly what I'm covering in the next video.